Jericho Scott, the baseball player, he throws 40 miles per hour. That's scary. That is, for 9 years old, I don't really know if I'd want to be in the box. I think that's something that would make me want to go home and not play baseball.
Maybe a little differently. For me, it's like, if you're 9 years old, you should have a right to play with 9-year-olds. I mean, that's how I look at it. I think it's okay for kids who are talented to experience what it's like to dominate and to be the man. You know, and I think, sure, there's going to be kids who are maybe nervous to the plate, but that's life. It's not going to be easy all the time. And I think, I think we've become a little too politically correct in today's youth sports that we're starting to overanalyze and make decisions that shouldn't have to be made. I don't know.
I agree with that, but I also think, if you're given the choice of either not playing at all or playing against kids who are older, like Jericho was, I would play with the kids who are older. So I would rather play the sports than not play it at all. But he's being put in, like you said, he probably has the mindset, I should be allowed to dominate, so he's not playing. And they're making a kid with a phenomenal talent not play. I don't get it.
Right, but I think what's worse, and what we, out of all of this, there's still the kids involved. And they're young. This we're talking about 12 and 9 years old. Jericho, I remember hearing him talking about it. He's just upset that no one gets to play because of him. The last time he took the mound, the other team refused to play. They saw him out there, they saw him warming up. They just left. The team was disbanded, and that's got to be terrible for someone's psyche.
We have enough problems in professional sports with steroid use and gambling and all these issues that are going on that, youth sports goes to that one place where you can just go out and play and not have to worry about these outside influences or scandals. It's supposed to be fun. And that's why you play the game. And the fact that there's so many stories of this coming out lately is just kind of disturbing, I think.
And I think it sends a bad message to the youth. You know what? You can't be that good. You can't be too much better than anybody else. If you saw Jamie Dart play, she's good.
Yeah,
she's real good. She'd
take all of us 1-on-1.
Oh, I know. She could run the court down at the rec, but it just doesn't make sense to me that we're preaching this message that you can't be too much better than anybody else. It doesn't flow.
Right. So, do you think for the future, what do you think they should do when one of these kids comes along?
The Jamie's situation a little bit is even different because they made the rule that they're banning girls from that league now, and they use sexism as a way to justify her being too good. Because if she was a girl who was an average player, that rule never would have been put in place. So I think that's even another issue that we haven't even considered that is important as well.
Yeah, I think that he's got to take it on a person-by-person basis because it's not necessarily always going to be the same. Of course, they may have that exceptional talent, but they may not all want the same things. Like, Jamie wants to be able to play at higher levels. Jericho wants to dominate his own level. So it really depends on what you're talking about.
I think you just leave it as a personal choice for that individual kid.
Yeah, the thing is they should be able to have that choice. It shouldn't be taken away from them.
Definitely a difficult issue to break down. Anyway, we'll be back to wrap up the show in just a little bit.
Well, that's all we have for you this week on VU Sports Wire. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, this week we leave you with a little bit of an old-timey fight, a little French kickboxing from back in the day. It was neither kick, and it was not boxing either. So anyway, guys, we'll see you next week.
Have a great one.